It was love at first sight, girl, when you walked in. Couldn't look deep in your eyes, cause I get locked in. You was hurting deep inside and you was broken. But I was on the other side and didn't notice. Oh, I won't waste no time. I won't waste my time when it comes to you. Put my pride aside, give it all to you. Put my pride aside, nah. Girl, I won't waste no time. I won't waste no time when it comes to you. Put my pride aside.
Hello guys, how are you? My name is Cookie.
And I'm Taj.
This is Taj and A.
Y'all, it's me, Taj.
Okay, we gotta work on it.
Yeah.
It's me, Taj and A. Say that.
It's me, Taj and A. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel.
Nice to see you again.
We missed you so much. Our last video was definitely like about 3-4 months ago, and we will have a lot of footage dropping for you guys because we have spent like 3 weeks together. But that's just a little update.
Yeah.
Because we gonna talk about something serious that we need y'all to know.
And that is
advice on
for
long distance relationship.
yes. Honestly, long distance relationship, as y'all know, it probably is hard. It's very gruesome. But you know, we're just gonna give like little tips and advice on like what we think has helped us, has worked for us in this long distance relationship. First one is just open communication. Open, like, just tell each other everything, like, and I just like talking to each other every day, being able to be open and vulnerable with each other about your feelings. Don't try to like hide it. You can't be on that, like, not when y'all far away, because like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like you got to be open and honest and be ready to be vulnerable. I definitely say communication, because just think about it, like, y'all already don't get to see each other. Y'all don't get to, you know, be face to face. So the only thing y'all do have in long distance relationships is communication.
Yeah.
That's all you really do have. So it's just important to communicate and be open and honest with your partner in a long distance relationship for me.
When it comes to, you know, a real relationship, and it's something I had to learn, there are going to come times where you guys have, you know, disagreements, I want to say. I don't want to say the A word. I want to say disagreements, because we are still learning each other, especially, yeah, we are still learning each other, learning our likes, our dislikes, and everything. So one thing that I remember mentioning to Cookie was, if we have a disagreement, no matter what, we need to make sure we are happy at the ending of it. So that adds to the communication, talking through it, because I feel like it just gets hard sometimes. We get a little tense or upset, and like, you know, we miss each other. So we just need to make sure that we are communicating and like we're on cool terms after everything. Another one I was gonna say is making time, because me and Cookie, we are across the country from each other, but on totally different times, and we both have our own schedule. Like, the things that we do are totally opposite. So we have to like learn to like make time for each other throughout the week, on a weekend, things that we like to do. Just finding time for the relationship, because that is so important.
And on top of that, guys, like, for us, we struggle with this, but we are like trying to get on track with like making a schedule for us that works for both of us, and being able to put our time like together so that we could be like, okay, so at 5 o'clock, me and Taj, we're gonna like, that's just gonna be our time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or at 3 o'clock on my time, 6 o'clock on her time, we're gonna read, we're gonna be talking, we're gonna do this, whatever we're gonna do. We have to learn how to basically balance our lives, because the time difference is just so different. It has an effect on, a drastic effect on like our relationship, because she be like sleep when I'm like I'm wide awake.
Yeah.
I didn't even eat dinner yet. You know?
And I be...
So it's like she already in the bed, and it's like, because of that, it's like we have to set a time that works for both of us, so that we don't go past that time. So we get done whatever we need to get done throughout the day, so that we could be like, okay, now it's time. Whatever we doing, we got to do it before that time. Another one I would say, which is very valuable and very important to me, and you Sometimes I think
What?
you can tell me if it's not, but like just having that space, just
okay.
you know, having that space. Yes, we're long distance, and of course, you know, we don't see each other as much, so we always want to be on the phone. We always want to be talking to each other because we're not physically there.
Yeah.
But as a long distance couple, like I feel like you have to get healthy space.
Yeah.
Just to be able to stay on track and do everything you need to do in your life, and then like for her to do everything she needs to do in her life, and we have to have that space and not always like be on the phone and not always like, you know, under each other. Even though I want to, you know,
yeah.
But you can't. It's very hard to not do that because it's like any other relationship. Like, it can be a distraction if you let it. Any other relationship is the same way. Any relationship can be that way. Even in person, it might even be harder. Like, because y'all are physically there, and you want to, like, oh, I'm about to go to my girlfriend's house. Like, every 5 seconds, like, oh, I'm about to go over there. Fuck what I got going on at home. I'm going. Yeah. So, like, it could be a distraction. But, you know, I think for, like, healthy relationship reasons, you don't want to always be up under your partner, because that will also start more arguments. That will also, like, you know, you just get tired of like a person once you're under them all the time. Yeah. Healthy space is just important. It's the same. Yeah.
I wanted to talk about advice when it comes to financials in a long distance relationship, because we don't always have the money to spend. And me also, I'm in school, so I use mostly my breaks to see Cookie first, to see each other, and that's like could be months apart. For motivation, while you're like, you know, say you're working, you have bills, stuff like that, so you can't really always get flights. For motivation, you guys can, like, you know, like save up money or something, or like plan a date where it's months ahead, so you know that, okay, well, I'm working for this. It's just like more motivation for y'all to keep going, because I know it does get hard when you can't see your person. Also harder when you can't just drop a stack and just fly out and see the person. Yeah. Because cost of living is high. So just like plan out the day, you know, keep your money to the side. Stay like together. Like, it's okay, we're going to see each other soon. You know what we're working for. Because we said it a lot. We know what we're working for at the end of like the end goal that God has for us.
And that's thing I would say is important in a long distance relationship is to have a discussion with your partner whether you guys will move together in the future, and whether you guys have plans of coming together and eventually, like, even if, you know, things are adding up right now, which makes sense, you know, because most of the time when you're in a long distance relationship, it's probably not going to be that way. If you guys are open to it, that makes a whole world of a difference, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you don't want to get down the line later and you guys are on 2 different paths still, and you don't want that. Like, you don't want to do a long distance relationship forever. If you're okay with doing a long distance relationship forever, then that's fine. You don't, it's up to you. But me personally, we gotta figure something out. We gotta figure something out, because I'm not doing this forever. Circumstances don't really always align to where you can have the means and stuff to do that right now. So as long as y'all talk about it and eventually you guys do want to move in together, y'all don't have to have everything figured out. Y'all don't have to have the place. Y'all don't have to have the when. Y'all don't have to have the how. None of that. As long as y'all talk about it and y'all are both open to it, that's all that matters.
When you saying that, it had me thinking about how, like, it is so, well, I'm sure, like, when it comes to, like, lesbians, because this advice can go to anybody, but, like, lesbians, they use the term U-Haul and stuff like that. With long distance, I'm sure it's so eager for you to want to just move across the country or move wherever they're staying just to be on there. But if you realistically thinking, like, relationship, like, mindset, long term, like, this is your genuine person, you don't want to do that. You don't want to just do things out of instinct, even when the connection is strong, because, like, what me and Cookie do, we still kept our goals that we have for each other, but we always talk about how can we keep those goals that we have for each other, how can we implement it with, like, one another as well. So so talking about it, just you know, you could talk about it, but still go with the flow. Don't try to rush things, especially when it comes to long distance. Just take your time when it comes to the moving in process. I think that is very important. Another thing is make sure you go on dates. Still still go on dates. You can do home dates. You can do dates where y'all watching movie dates, and this still also goes to the scheduled time. But you can also do stuff out in public. Like me and Cookie, we talked about both going to a movie, you know, separate areas but together. Like stuff like that where you guys are still doing fun stuff.
Watching movies together, in popcorn date.
Yeah, painting.
You guys both order like sushi or wings. We done that a couple times.
Yeah, we had like sushi dates, wing dates. Yeah, it's
you
fun.
play like little games. Yeah. So the next one, I'm gonna say mostly ask deep questions. Really like get in there with your partner. Get in there. Get in there. You do that by like playing a lot of those question games. Like not really strangers. Let's get deep. Those are the ones that we usually play. Those games are like, it helps us like really see what we would do in those scenarios. Even though you know a person, we've been dating 9 months. You don't it's hard to really know everything about a person. So anything you can learn about your partner, especially because you're long distance, can help with how you deal with situations and how you interact with each other. It'll just make your connection stronger. And we can do most in this relationship is communicate, because we're long distance. That really plays a part, like listening, communicating, and learning different things about your partner. So another one I would probably say is when you're together, really value that time and do as much as you can in that time, because when y'all apart, when y'all get apart, you're gonna be like, damn, I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have done this. Damn, I didn't even hug her enough. Like, another part of that, make sure you cherish every moment, because the day before when you about to like catch that flight or go back home or whatever, that junk gonna hurt. That junk is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So really spend as much time as you can, and when those like moments come where you're like, oh, you're feeling sad because you're about to leave, just remember that it's not gonna be forever. Y'all gonna see each other. Y'all will literally hop back on FaceTime probably right after you get off the flight. So it's not the end of the world. You gotta kind of remind yourself that you about to see each other again. Just look forward to when next time you guys are going to see each other, because that's what I do. You got to kind of prepare or mentally prepare your mind when it comes to that. But we're going to see each other again. One day we're going to be living together. You just got to look forward to the positive parts of it, the good parts of a long distance relationship.
Look forward to it. Use that as motivation or strength. Long distance is really good when it comes to the structure of a relationship. A relationship is mostly communication, especially for, you know, the person in your relationship that loves to do all the talking. Make it seem like your partner's right there with you. Talk about your day, explain everything that's going on, keep them in the loop. Yeah, in detail. If your family in the room, have them in the room with the family on the phone, just to make them feel like they're a part of your life, even though they're not physically there. I
would definitely agree with that. Like she always be telling me stories and be like, and I was thinking about you today. Oh my gosh, and I showed them my ring. I'm always included in her day somehow, some way. So I love that. I'm not more of a like that. Like I don't know. I'm more of a okay. I just did this today. Like I don't know. I don't say every detail.
I'll be like, and what else?
Yeah, I don't do that. But I mean, I do talk about her though. Like I be talking about her like to my mom and stuff. But that's probably it. One of my favorite things in a long distance relationship that I feel is just so important is trust. Having trust in your partner. It's so important, because if you don't have trust, y'all don't have nothing in this like long distance, because you're gonna be constantly be like, let me check her location. You're gonna be on some toxic shit. Don't get too dependable on the location and stuff. Still have trust in your partner, even though like they're not like, even if they're not texting back or they're not talking to you, they're probably doing something. Yeah. Just give them the benefit of the doubt. And another thing that goes with that is like how your partner makes you feel with that trust. Trust does need to be earned and not just given. Your partner does give trust by just checking in daily, testing you daily, and doing the same routines that they have been doing since the beginning, and not switching up on you. If they ever like switch up on you, it'll be like, hold on, wait, now the trust is gone, because what are you doing? This is weird. It's not the person I love. Your partner has to give trusting qualities, and you also have to provide that trust. Alright, y'all.
That was about 10 tips that we can give for long distance relationships. So y'all can be successful like us. My heart goes out to all of y'all that are going through long distance, because we are so strong. But
yes.
I can say a long distance relationship is the most genuine and purest thing ever, because every day you wake up and you're still choosing that same person.
Yeah, that's all the way across the world.
Across the fucking world. Like, who the fuck?
That means a lot.
It really does. It's a really beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate you guys for watching. And come back next time. Bye.
Oh, wait.
Oh, my gosh.
Comment down below if y'all fuck with our intro video.
I gave my all to you, fell in the deep end. You done came into my life while I was sinking. I've been on that type of time with demons. All the time I was outside, I was creeping. It was love at first sight, girl, when you walked in. Couldn't look deep in your eyes, cause I get locked in. You was hurting deep inside and you was broken. But I was on the other side and didn't notice. Oh, I won't waste no time. I won't waste my time when it comes to you. Put my pride aside, give it all to you. Put my pride aside.